Hey guys, Rich
and Britt here,
and we're right here in beautiful Central Park. And today my beautiful wife and I want to talk about friendships to relationships. For some of you who may not know our story, my wife and I, we've been friends for a little over a couple of years before we got into a relationship, and that was very important for us because we wanted to get to know each other. And you know, sometimes, love, I think people fail to forget that we think we know who that person is in like the first 3 or 4 months, but that's far from the truth because you really don't know who somebody is until like the 6th or 7th month. You know, everybody puts a mask on when it comes to, you know, jumping into a relationship. But usually after the 6th month, that's when the mask comes off, and that's when you get to know who that person is. So we really believe before you jump into a relationship, build a healthy friendship.
Absolutely.
You know, love, with you and I, you know, I just talked about it with our friendship. We were friends for about a year and a half, 2 years before we got into a relationship. Why do you think that's important, and especially for the listeners to know?
It's important to build a friendship first because then you're building on a solid foundation. The beautiful thing about time is that time always reveals a person's character.
Yeah,
For instance, in the almost 2 years that we were friends before we ever even started dating, I was able to get to know him in the good times and in the bad times. So I was able to see how he would handle, you know, situations that weren't so easy, and vice versa. So because oftentimes it's easy to be a good person when everything is going good, but the moment that pressure starts to happen, it's like what comes out of that person. Suddenly you see anger, you see like this person that was once maybe seeking God no longer wants to seek God because times just got too rough. And so it's important that you get to know a person so that you could get to know their character.
That's so good. I'll never forget it too, love. Way before you, years ago, I remember dating this one girl, and I'll never forget this one time. I wanted to see if she really loved God. So on one Sunday, I ended up not going to church that day, and because I was sick. And I asked her the question, "Hey, how was church today?" You know, because I missed out on it. She said, "Oh, you know, I didn't go to church today." And I said, "Oh, how come you didn't go?" And she goes, "Oh, because you weren't there." And I was like, oh, I get it. So you went to church not because of God, you went to church for me.
Yeah. So her motives were off.
So her motives were off. And see, the beautiful thing about getting to know somebody is that you get to learn who they are. You know, there's 4 seasons that we deal with, and the reality is that we need to go to different seasons through people to understand who they are. You know, anybody could be with you when everything's going well, but you need to be with somebody who's with you through the good times, through the bad times, through the ups and through the downs. What I love about my wife is that she was with me through the ups and the downs. I was with her when, you know, she transitioned out of the industry and really just being a full-time Christian and just doing ministry, to points where, you know, with my health, and I was diagnosed with alopecia, she was there for me. So it was just a beautiful time. But I knew, because my wife stood firm with me through the thick and the thin, I knew our relationship would prosper. I knew our relationship would last, all because we have a healthy friendship. That's why we really encourage you, before you invest, investigate. Before you jump into a relationship, jump in with them and get to know that person, who they are. Because if you don't, you're going to have a rude awakening when marriage hits. You're going to have a rude awakening when you're in this relationship with that person, because you're going to waste time thinking that this person was the right one. In all actuality, they were the wrong one.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's all that we have for you today, and so we hope that this video spoke to you. Remember, before you invest, investigate. Go ahead and like this video, share this video, comment below. We love to hear your thoughts, and if you have any special requests for videos, go ahead and comment those below also, because we want to cater to you. God bless you.
We love you.